All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raiders Daily. My name is Jackson. I'll post daily Las Vegas Raiders content. We got a late night upload for you guys. We're talking about the Raiders possibly signing 30-year-old outside linebacker, multifaceted linebacker, Anthony Barr. So before we get into it, man, if you like daily Raiders content, definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button. So, the way I view Anthony Barr is this. I think some people are turned off or might be turned off by the idea of signing Anthony Barr because they're like, all right, this is a 4-time Pro Bowler. He made 4 Pro Bowls 5 years into the league. Well, unfortunately, the last 2 seasons have been kind of just injured, like just straight up injured. So Anthony Barr doesn't have the same draw as he did even just 3 or 4 years ago. However, with that being said, if he were to stay healthy, he can still contribute. So if you go out and you sign Anthony Barr on almost like a 1-year prove-it deal, like, all right, come be more extra depth for our linebacker room. Maybe you'll start. It's up to you. It's up to your play style. It's up to how you fit in the scheme. It's just, if you're playing good and you're contributing and you're putting up the stats, you're making the plays, you'll start or you'll at least get a good amount of snaps. If not, you're not going to see too much playing time. That's just how that works in general. So I apologize for confusingly explaining that. But anyways, my point being is this. You have Anthony Barr, who has only played a combined 13 games in the past 2 seasons. However, this past year, despite playing 2 quarters of the year, he had an extremely impressive season. He had a career-high 3 interceptions. He had 2 fumble recoveries. He had 5 pass deflections. 72 tackles, 38 of those were solo. 6 quarterback hits, 3 tackles for loss. He's getting back to his Pro Bowl season. His last Pro Bowl season, he only had, or I shouldn't say only, he had a forced fumble, 2 pass deflections, 55 tackles, 3 sacks. Forgot to mention he had 2.5 sacks this past year. So it's he has plenty of gas in the tank. You're not going to have the completely season game change altering linebacker like you would have maybe 4 years ago. But you still have a guy who can do literally, guys. I know I've said that word way too many times in this episode, but I'm trying to emphasize this because he can do everything. He can stop the run. He can guard the pass. He can tackle. He can cover. He doesn't need that many breaks. He can be on the field at all times. So when I see some of your guys' comments, one thing I notice is there is, I don't want to say it's an untrust with the linebacker room, but there is, how's this sound? If you had to nitpick something, especially about the Raiders defense, if you had to nitpick something about the Raiders defense, you're going to look at maybe the defensive line, or dumbass, you're going to look at the DB room, just because, cornerbacks, extremely, extremely useful to have late into seasons. It's extremely important depth piece to have, extra DBs. Or you'd look at their linebacker room because you have a lot of these players outside of Denzel. There's a bunch of guys like Double D, Brown. There's a bunch of guys who we aren't 100% sure of. So I'm thinking this might be just a nice little complimentary depth piece, or maybe even a just straight up starter. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think, though. I appreciate you all keeping an open mind, man, for real. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. I'll catch you guys later.